Hey there. Notes inside of Notion can take a lot of different forms. They can be a blank page, they can be a comprehensive database with too many properties for the average person to make sense of, or they can be a simple checklist that you make up yourself. Well, this is the Notes Hub with topic tracking, and this is my way of tracking all of the notes and making sure that I can find them whenever I want. I use web clips from around the web, and I'll show you how to use a Save to Notion web clipper to clip anything within a couple seconds, save the URL, and topic categorize it within, like I said, a few seconds. So first off, the Notes Hub right here is a basic hub for all of your notes. And the reality is you should really only use one note-taking system. Sure, you can have notes all over the place, but they should be aggregated to one system. And that's kind of how I intend the Notes Hub to be used, because you have down here all of the topics that you could essentially categorize it from. If you had notes on AI or notes on Notion, as you can see here, or specifically productivity, you can go into those notes and or go into that topic and see those notes side by side. So if I were looking for a specific productivity note, I'm still on my Notes Hub on the left. Well, this is my topic for whatever notes I have going on. If I wanted to add specific details about what productivity even is, Productivity by Bradley J. A novel. Well, I don't have a novel written on productivity quite yet, unlike Mr. Ali Abdul behind me. What a legend. But you can add information about the topic right up here if you have a lot of information to add specific to a topic. If you want to add notes directly to that topic, you can come here and add them simply from the topic, or you can use one of the quick buttons to add it directly to the topic, as you see. So now that you know what a note is inside of Notion, let's see how it works inside of the Notes Hub. So sure, we could just click a new page and you would have note. Let's call this a note. Notion is versatile, so if I want to get something out of my head, I can just use this as a little sticky note. And I can do that anywhere. It pops over to my private pages over here, as you can see. But we don't want to do that. What we actually want to do is use the Notes button to create a note and put it in the same spot. So it's all grouped up and it's not messy or anything like that. Imagine if I could go reach over to my file cabinet and put a note in there and it was automatically categorized without me having to do anything. That's what happens when we press this new note button. It goes to the notes database and it creates a basic note template where you can add details which have the full range of Notion's capabilities. So meaning I can use any block within the entire arsenal inside of Notion inside of any note. So that means the note can be just text, or I can put an entire database inside of a note. It is a very versatile way to track your information and store it based on topics and type. So if this was a reflection note, say I was morning notes for, we'll say August 22nd. We'll say 19th. It's 19th because it's actually 19th. So if I were doing morning notes over here, I could just say that today feels like it's going to be a good day. That's obviously a note, and I can go on with this forever. But I can also come down here and say that I want to put an inline database and get pretty complex with it. Now I'm not going to show you how to use Notion or what all that means. Just stick with it if you're using it for basic notes, or get complicated with it and topic categorize it to your heart's content. So if we had this morning notes section, I could go ahead and topic categorize this over to my journaling topic, and you would see that the journaling topic would show how many notes I have attached to that topic. If I want to click into it, which I'll open in a full page right now, I'm in the note, and what I'm going to move over to is the topic. I'll click the topic, open it up. You'll be able to see within this topic it has a very similar format where if you want to add details about what this topic means or specific details that are on an overarching category information, you can put that right in the topic page and then attach notes for different reasons to that topic. I'll show you how that works in the productivity topic here in a little bit. And I'll try to find a different word to say because I know that this word that I just highlighted is getting used quite a bit. But on the topic page, here we are, journaling, you'll see the linked note for the morning notes that we just took. It's going to be a good day. Now if I move this over to web clip, which if you haven't seen the video on save to Notion and how to use that to the fullest extent, go ahead and click that video right there, wherever it pops up. Well, you'll see that it moves over to the web clip the web clip section of this topic. Well, it's not a web clip, it's actually a reflection, so I'm going to move it over there. Now, continuing it on over to my productivity topic, how do we get there? Well, I build these in a very cyclical way where if I want to go up top, I could go view all of my topics because I'm in a topic. I could go backspace to go view the note that I was just in. But let's stay on the topic to show you how to get back home. Well, on the bottom, there's a breadcrumb that carries you all the way up to the highest level. We're right here in the Notes Hub plus Topic Tracker. So if I wanted to go to the Topics Tracker, which is inside the Notes Hub, I'll show you what that looks like right now. I could click the breadcrumb right here, or I could have clicked the breadcrumb on the top to navigate to it however I like. And you'll be able to see the topics, the entire list based on how many notes you have underneath that topic. So if we go into the productivity, you'll be able to see the notes that I've saved there. I have 2 notes which are reference notes. You can see the topics other than productivity, personal development, and one is Notion. And I also have 1 web clip for bradleyhubbard.com articles. Shameless plug, go read some stuff, it's pretty cool. And you'll see that that's in the web clip section over here. Now I do have 1 favorite note. I'll open it in full screen. I should get in the habit of doing that. But as you can see, on the right I have 1 favorite note. If I toggle this note as a favorite, it will then move over to the right side of that page, as you can see there. Well, I obviously don't want it to be a favorite because Notion is a little bit more important than my ebook. I know you guys will get to that, no problem. These little cards are kind of neat. I'll show you how that works here in a little bit on a page that doesn't have it already created. So I'll go ahead and create a new topic. There are a few different ways. But when you create a new topic, it's going to be that blank template that I set up for you guys. If you want to add any details, you can right there. But what this card is down here is basically this information just presented on the page. Using a fun little create card button, you can put some details to say that this is hobby. We'll call it, this is the topic hobbies. Give it the category golf or the icon golf and say, I like golfing. This is my hub. This is my, we'll call it tracker. So now we've created the topic for hobbies and we like golf, and what we're going to do is click this create card button to present that information down here. And would you look at that? It shows you how many notes there are so you don't have to scroll up to the page. If you just want to start connecting notes like crazy, add a note over here. Let's see what it does when I go back. Would you look at that? We now have 1 note and it linked up. I'm going to open this in full page so you can see that again. If I click this new note button, it adds a note to that topic and you'll see it reflected. This is the new note I created. I'm going to close that. You'll see that this should show 2. It's taken a second. 2 notes, and there you go. It updated to show us that we have 2 notes for this topic. So that's about it for the topic tracker and how to use a note. Notes are very basic. You use the full range of Notion's capabilities as I mentioned, so get as in-depth or as simple as you want and maximize your information recall. We have a few different ways to process those and get them where you want in a simple way rather than just like manually going to the topic and putting it over there. If you just click this new note button, it's not going to have a topic. So how do we get it where we want it? Well, we have this processing section next to a full processing page. All of these toggles open up to a simple view, and as you'll see, we created a lot of notes throughout this journey over here. If I want to get this note out of the processing view, there are a bunch of different sections that I'll go over here after I explain the toggles, but within these toggles are the exact same view as if you were to go to the page itself. So now that we're in the notes processing section, I'm going to go ahead and delete some of these old pages that don't really matter, just highlight them, delete them. We'll call this our golfing notes that we want to process. To get the note where you want it in the type view or the topic page, You have to obviously assign that when you create it, or you come over to the processing section and add that when you have time. So for golfing notes, we didn't add that when we were doing it, so we're going to add that right now. These are a reference notes, not really a reflection. If I were just talking about my day during golfing, sure, I'd go for it. But these are reference notes because I want to come back to them. And I'm going to link them to the topic hobbies. You'll see that the golfing notes pop over to the hobbies section. Now you'll see this topic section over here. It's a quick little section to basically speed up your topic processing. If I had this page here, I can simply drag and drop that over to the proper topic. I'll show you that right now by adding a note. And if I want to assign the topic Notion, I can, missed the icon. I can just drag it over to that topic and it will carry that category over. And then all I have to do is say that this basic note is a reflection note on how great Notion is, or what might have you, and then it's categorized. So for this one right here, John Cena explains his catchphrase to a grandma. Well, I don't have the topic list. I might have the topic created, so I don't have it listed over here. What I need to do is add that group so I can use that quick little drag. So what I'm going to do is find my media. Ah, darn, I don't have my media. Well, luckily for us, anytime that you're looking for something, you can go ahead and create that topic from that page if you don't find it. So let me just search it right here. You'll see that the topic media was just created. If I want to go into it to make sure that it was created, oh, look at that, it was created. I am going to add an icon for, let's do TV. It's a media, sure. So there are currently no notes. What I'm going to do is drag this note over to the media page. Oops, let me click off, drag it over, and for some reason it's not highlighting it. Interesting. So it doesn't let you drag and drop while there's 0. What about there? Okay, so it does if you open up the toggle with it being 0. You can drag and drop it in now, and I bet you that with me creating it, no, for some reason, there it is. For whatever reason, it's not pulling it up. Oh, this looks like it could be a Notion UI bug, because what I think is happening is as I drag it over this topic, it's for some reason picking up this database behind me. So if there's no lines for it to pick up, I can drag it over to the media. But if I scroll to the right, you'll see that it starts to mess it up. Interesting. So that's probably going to be fixed by Notion's amazing team at some point. I just wanted to show you that as well. So that's how you process pages. And each of these views have a very similar way where if you wanted to go over to the processing board and blitz through your 700 notes, watch how quick this is. If I had all of these notes that I needed to add typed, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember taking these over the last 30 days. That was an actionable, that was a reference, actionable, reference, reflection, reflection, reflection. That was a rough week, reflection, reflection. All right, there's some actionables, reference, actionable, actionable. And then if I was really trying to speed run my organization, I would come over to the topic page and do that exact same thing. Unfortunately, you do have to add it just the same way I showed you how to add that group. So if most of these were productivity and then a couple of them were personal development, what you could do is just, drag that over to personal development, personal development, personal development, productivity, productivity, productivity. And then you can see how, oh, you see how quick that was? Oh, I love Notion, don't you guys? And then if you wanted to just drag it over there, you can. And it's perfectly categorized for us when we go back to the Notes Hub. We come down to our type processing. We had no actionables up until now, but now we have some actionable personal development notes. I sure love me some Notion. So this is the Notes Hub. It is a fully fleshed out note keeping system, and you can use it to categorize infinity and beyond, and I already do. So I'm up to like around 647 infinitely deep notes or something crazy like that. A lot of the times I just come over here and use save to Notion, no affiliate or anything like that, but a lot of the time I'll just come over here and blast off a page to my notes and be like, save to Notion, this is a cool extension, and then I would add the topic, digital tools, And now it's completely categorized from the web link. We don't have the area and resources linked to this. The further topic and categorizing of your notes, that comes later if you want the Life Hub or the Notes Master, that is included there as well. But once we click Save, that note goes to my Notion page, and you can open it directly from it, save to Notion. Beautiful little web clip. So that is the entire Notes Hub system. Doesn't have all the moving pieces that Save to Notion video will put that together on how to really connect this so you quick capture everything. And there we have it. That's our note keeping system inside of Notion. It is a fully comprehensive note management system with topic categorizing that will keep you organized and make sure that you don't fall off and lose any information. So if you need anything categorized, this is your place to go. And the fun fact, it does have the full range of Notion's capabilities. So anything that you need to do, well, it just got a little bit more organized. So here's to finding information, here's to organizing it. And if you're looking for a deeper level of organization, well, we do have the Notes Master with the Area and Resources extended version. That's just a little bit too complex for the average person that knows OneNote and all the other fun note keeping. But if you do want that, there is that in the Life Hub that extends it to a full life management system that if you're using Notion, you might as well use it all. So here's to it. If you have any questions, drop a comment. If not, watch this next video.